Cloudy World. And hey, man, we breaking down the rap motion for the week, the news, the vibes, no more talking. Let's get into it, bro. Today, man, we talking about this, man. Hey, Taliban Glizzy, man. So if y'all don't know, man, Taliban Glizzy's an artist, entertainer, man. He's been rapping and doing his thing for a minute. And today we got to talk about how he recently just got sentenced to 219 months. Yeah, that's right. 18 years, man. Now, people were trying to figure out why this man was sentenced for that because he been making music for a while. But, you know, in that area, if y'all don't know, you know, he's been doing things in that same place where Shy Glizzy is, you know, doing things for his area. He got sentenced for jewelry store armed robberies, man. Now, that's specific. That's a different type of crime than you see on the day-to-day, bro. Him and his boys was planning out their little GTA heist, bro. It wasn't the usual. It was not what everybody usually does. So as you can see, man, it says Trevor Wright, 34, was sentenced in the U.S. District Court to 219 months in federal prison. You hate to see it, man. Now it says for leading a series of violent armed robberies in the South Asian jewelry stores from northern Jersey to southern Florida that netted his $10 million in cash. Now, gold as well for his 15 crew members. Now, 15 people, bro, it's so hard to get away with something when there's 15 different mouths that can speak on something and bring things up. I always tell people, bro, pressure is better done by a dolo hand, bro, because even 2, 3, 4 people, your chances of getting away and doing your thing, you can only trust yourself truly, bro. So Wright, a.k.a. Taliban Glizzy, pleaded guilty on September 16th, and this was conspiracy to interfere with interstate commerce by robbery. Now, the crime of violence, the unlawful possession of a firearm, and his plea in June 10, 2022 already showed this dude got a few tries, man. Not to say anybody ever feels good for things like this, but they already caught him up for a $1.2 million gold jewelry heist, October 25th for $1.93 million in gold jewelry, and December 6, 2022 for armed robbery of Kashek Jewelers in Jacksonville for $700,000. Now, according to court documents, during the time of the 18 months, Wright and his co-conspirators schemed to rob multiple South Asian jewelry stores, and sadly, but surely, he got caught up this time. Now, 18 years is a very steep time, bro. It's a very unique crime as well, so I'm surprised at all that cheese you couldn't get no lawyer. Like, what? Bro, armed jury robbery, bro, you got to have a lawyer. Or you got to have your money situated to where you can use a lawyer. I'm just saying, bro. Situations like that are a little heavy. Now, this is an interesting one because people know Ravens got cooked by the Steelers, bro. They got bounced before they even got to the playoffs. And the Ravens owner, as we know, fired the head coach. And they were asking, bro, about how much, you know, motion he has. And they even asked how much Lamar Jackson has from their new coaching head decision. And bro says he has no power. I have the power. Now, that's the issue right now, bro, these coaches. Let's talk about it.
How much of a say will Lamar have in the head coach selection?
A lot of say, but he has no power. I have the power. They have opinions, and I want them all.
And that becomes the issue, bro, is that, dog, you're acting as if people don't know you're the owner, bro. But when you say things like that for a quarterback whose literal job it is to make you win, how does that feel when you say they have no power? And this is the issue with a lot of these big owners is that they want to keep the players knowing and understanding that power dynamic. With a player as legendary and generational as Lamar Jackson, you're trying to buck him. You're clearly trying to buck him right now. You're trying to show him I'm the big dog. He can just leave, bro. You're not going to get another QB that's better on the open market right now. You're probably not going to get another QB that's better for a very long time. Pay to do what he wants, bro. Help him build a team up, dog. Players like this never make sense because what are you proving by trading them? They clearly don't want to leave. They're frustrated. You're semi-frustrated. Solve the issue, bro, or else you're just wasting everybody's time. Send that man to Miami. We'll treat him right on everything. Now, we're talking about this woman charged with assisting in the escape of an inmate after picking him up, buying him food, driving him around in circles, and dropping him back off. Now, listen. This is for a lot of my homegirls out there, a lot of girls out there that's seeing a lot of these dudes. Y'all gotta stop being attracted to crash outs. I'm not saying dangerous people or people moving a certain way isn't cool. I see a shawty moving like Beyonce. Of course, I'm going to say, what's up? She moving like Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? But listen, you have to be realistic. These dudes don't want no positive situation for you. There's nothing that shawty would have done in that moment that have went positive. All she's doing is potentially risking her future. And if that's what gets her going, hey, bro, You're a grown adult doing whatever you want to do. But understand that these dudes ain't looking out for y'all shorties. And for my homies out there, if you were thinking about something like this, think about this. You are risking coming home early to your children. You are risking coming home early to your partners. You are risking coming home early to your partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're risking that for what? For some food, bro? For some chicken? For some fries? For a quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying people don't want to feel like humans. I'm not saying being locked up in a confined space is easy in any way, bro. That's a torture that I will not ever go through. I'm going to be real with you. But understand this, man. These are still people. That doesn't mean what they're doing is right, but just to be a little bit understanding. Because sometimes all people really need a little bit of some understanding. But we back to the focus. So now we back over here with this man Finesse 2 times, bro. He's back over here trolling again. When will this man Finesse 2 times lock in and relax, bro?
You ready? Yeah. You ready? Yeah. You ready? Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't really get what's up with this dude Finesse 2 times, bro. This dude, I think got like mental issues, bro. Like, dudes like this, bro, you already up. Like, you made your motion with the music. Like, you still trying to troll folks, bro. It just shows you got some unhappiness in your spirit, dog. Like, move on, bro. You out here on the net crushing random johns. You out here on the net talking about little kids and the wee-wees. You out here, you just looking weird right now, bro. You looking max weird right now, bro. You got to tighten up. Finesse 2 times, you got to tighten up, bro. That's all I'm going to say with stuff like that. He got to tighten up. Now, as we already know, man, the Eagles, unfortunately, Philadelphia, have been beat by the 49ers, bro. But again, they're firing another offensive head coach. 11 years. They're not giving anything a chance to work, and it's really weird, bro. Like, I think they expected to win more Super Bowls, which is very crazy considering that they've done a lot and reached a lot of heights in the last 2-3 years that teams like my Chicago Bears have taken decades to do, bro. But hey, bro, some people die of thirst while others drown, bro. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous, bro. Look, man. Now we gotta speak about FBG Duck's mom. So as you already know, Lil Durk is going through a very, very serious case, bro. He's potentially going to get injection because of allegedly putting a hit out on young boys, people in their group. Now, FBG Duck's mother, someone who son had a lot of back and forth beef with OTF, who allegedly passed away from King Von, an OTF affiliate, putting some bread on his head. His mother revealed that the court has ruled that she can continue her wrongful death lawsuit against Lil Durk and the record label. So the ruling is that my son gets his day in court. The rule, we can continue our lawsuit against Lil Durk. Our fight continues. I want to thank bro, this woman needs to give it up. I'm going to be so real with y'all, bro. I do appreciate and like to see an individual, especially a mother, fight for her son, fight for her son's truth, fight for a young black man's truth in the system. Yes, I'll take it there. I know. But her son was a hardened criminal. Your son took the lives of people that were affiliates of Lil Durk. Your son dissed and openly enjoyed talking about taking the lives of OTF affiliates. Your son openly took other people's lives. Your son went to jail for hurting people. Your son went to jail for hurting the community, bro. I'm not over here saying Lil Durk's a saint or nothing. I'm just saying that the mother of FBG Duck has to realize FBG Duck was not no saint, bro. This man was dissing and speaking on some very ill things as well. Speaking on Durk and them sons, speaking on Durk and them family. I'm just saying, with no sides and nothing at all. We got to be a little bit honest right now about what's going on, and that I hate to see a mother going through these type of struggles, but I hate to see people not be realistic either. It's literally insane. She would rather blame the labels than blame herself for raising her son, blame the reality she deals with as a young woman in the south side of Chicago, rather deal with blaming this individual instead of the community, the environment, the lack of investigation, anything that life does, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. The lawyers are just running up fees on her, and it's very sad that she doesn't see that. Hopefully that's not what's going on. I always hope that people get to understand their truth and get the truth. But I don't know, man. I feel like her situation with FBG Duck is so specific and so unique that I don't think it's gonna be the answer people want it to be, and I don't think it's gonna be the resolution that she wants for her son. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know y'all think in the future. Like, comment, subscribe, Cloud the World, and we go.